Hello and welcome. I bring you news of Canada Day. It's, the one time a year that Canadians try to come together and go and do things out in the real world where we haven't been able to do things for the last couple of years because of the pandemic, the news, the way things go. Now, here in Edmonton, Alberta, we took the little one and we decided to go for an outing. And we decided we're going to go down to the legislative grounds. We're going to do this, that, everything else, and see where the adventure goes. Well, I remember as a little kid, you used to be able to go to the legislative grounds and walk in and actually check out the building and do these things. No, it was roped off. You used to be able to just go on in. No, you can sign up for a tour of the inside, but it didn't start until 12:30 in the afternoon. We were there at 11 a.m. So, midday, you got a little one, you're taking them out and about and you're going to do these things and maybe go and put them down for a nap in the afternoon so you can get some time to do things like this where I can talk to you guys in a video. No, we couldn't do any of that. We couldn't go. We just walked around on the grounds. There was quite a few people down and around. They had just finished up the pancake breakfast at 10, so they were wrapping that up. But it just it didn't feel like there was anything really crazy going on. People with a bunch of Canadian flags. They used to hand out the paper flags at the legislative doors or at the visitor center. You couldn't even get that. You had to find some random person walking on the grounds to try and get this paper flag for the little one. I remember as a kid being able to walk up there and actually getting the paper flag and waving it around as a kid as it was the best thing ever, and I couldn't even do that for my little one. So I was a little disappointed with that. On top of that, we were like, okay, I heard there was some stuff going on at City Hall. They had the fountain going. I heard maybe there was face painting in the Ice District in Edmonton. Couldn't even find that. It decided to pour while we were driving and trying to find a place to take the little one, but it just didn't seem right. We ended up back at West Edmonton Mall because we were close by there, and the place was pretty busy. Like Saturday afternoon busy for a Friday. So I'm not surprised everyone's flocking to the malls, but it just doesn't seem and it doesn't feel like the Canadian stuff. I know tonight you can go watch the fireworks. That's probably the biggest show in town right now is to go see the fireworks. But for us, unfortunately, I have to work the next day, so I'm not staying up till 11 o'clock. And it's really hard to keep a little one up that late. Yeah, it's the summer, it's the start of their holidays, but maybe in a couple years I'll be able to do that with them. But right now, no, he's still needing that extra sleep. So keeping him up to 11, it just creates a nightmare scenario for all, and it's not fun. It's very strange to me how everything's been hyped up and we want to celebrate Canada Day, and yet there's things like at our legislative grounds, they are renovating the entire place and the fountains are shut off. They're being renovated. Half the grounds are sectioned off, and you can't even go into the building like you used to be able to in the past. You used to be able to go right into the House of Commons in Alberta, Edmonton. And yeah, and we couldn't even do that. So I was a bit disappointed. I understand there's construction going on and stuff like that, but it just it didn't feel like it was the Canadian spirit overall. It just didn't feel like there was a lot going on. There was a drumming session going on, which was kind of neat. That was for the Every Child Matters stuff that we've been dealing with here in Canada, but ultimately it wasn't this big celebration that I thought it would be. I thought people would be flocking out there in droves. There was a lot of people, but it wasn't as many as you would see lining the streets during the days of the initial protests that we saw earlier in the year or late last year. Though I thought those were a lot larger than what we saw today, which I found a little bit surprising. I thought people would have flocked. I thought people would have just gone crazy. Maybe they looked at the weather because the rain is off and on here where I am. It's just kind of disappointing overall that the Canada Day celebration that I thought I would sit there and spend with my family and take the kiddo around and actually get an idea on what's going on there. It didn't feel like an actual celebration. It didn't feel like there was much really going on. There was a couple of cool things you can look at. Maybe there was a movie that you could watch in the visitors center here, but it wasn't anything too wild. It just looked like people were out enjoying the day that like they do regularly on a weekend. A couple extra Canadian flags, and that's about it. It didn't seem, there wasn't really protests going on. There wasn't really anything else going on. But of course, I am in Edmonton, Alberta. I do hear of stories here in Ottawa right now where the Canadian flag is even banned from Parliament Hill, which is a real travesty, because you used to be able to walk into the government centers and they give you a Canadian flag. So for them to ban it on the hill is absolutely ridiculous after hearing the news of that. I don't think that's right, especially when that's part of our nationality. That's part of who we are. That's the Canadian flag is our nation, and if we're not allowed to fly that anymore, then what are we as a nation anymore? It just brings to question very, very strangely, ultimately. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to fill you in. Happy Canada Day. You know, I'm still celebrating where I can. I'm still enjoying the day. I was originally supposed to work, but I took it off because I wanted to do things with the little one and the family, and that's, I guess, more Canadian than I can ask for at this point. Have yourselves a great day. Thanks for watching this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I am Cindershadow, your proud Canadian Phoenix, signing off. We will catch you all next time.